AAA Race Show. I am your host, Austin Aziz. Will Man for Hire, coming to you from the Stag Studio with my co-host over here, Jimmy. And we are back for another episode of the AAA Race Show. Now, I have had a very busy past couple weeks, and I have a very busy week this week. But I did not get a chance to race my legend car this Saturday at Springfield Raceway because, unfortunately, it rained out. So that thing is sitting in the shop, and that is ready, which gives me a little bit of a break. You never want to miss a race. But it allows me to focus on my go-karts this week, which I will be racing at Twister Alley Raceway this upcoming weekend, which has a big race coming up, and we'll be talking about all about that later on in the show. But for right now, I want to talk about my mom, Summer Aziz, who got to sing at the Shrine Mosque this past weekend and did a fantastic job. If you haven't seen my video, make sure you go on over to Austin Aziz Racing on Facebook and watch that video. My mom did a great job, and say that we're so proud of her. And when I was watching ORP TV on Sunday, I heard Mr. Craig Stagner say that he didn't know if Stevie Nicks did any duets. So here you go.
Baby, you could never look me in the eye. Yeah, you buckle with the weight of the world. Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging my water around.
Well, sir, get to practicing. My mom's good at this one too. Anyways, let's move on to NASCAR. NASCAR Cup Series was at the Indy Road Course, or should I say, the Indy Duck Course. Anyways, at the Indy Duck Course this weekend, there was only one caution, and that was only 2 laps into the race. So we saw 80 green flag laps, and that is very hard on a driver trying to hit your marks every single lap, especially at some place like the Indy Duck Course. Very hard to do, but these drivers were very good, and we didn't see a lot of guys go off the track. We saw a lot of people that came in were road course ringers, and they did really good. Van Gisbergen, he did good, just like he did at Chicago Street Course, and he wants to come to NASCAR full-time next year, but he's going to have to get a lot better on the ovals, as he's really good on the road courses, but NASCAR is mostly ovals, so Van Gisbergen will have to be better on those. Anyways, Michael McDowell is your winner, leading 57 of the 82 laps. Congratulations to Michael McDowell. I did not see this happening. Chase Elliott comes in second. I thought for sure Chase Elliott was going to catch Michael McDowell, but he did not, and I thought Chase Elliott could get himself locked into the playoffs this year after a very rough year and just not being able to get a win or run very good, having to miss lots of races this year. Chase Elliott is in a must-win situation with only 2 races left in the regular season. Anyways, moving on to the Xfinity Series, Ty Gibbs gets the win. Congratulations to him. Ty Gibbs has been doing a great job in the NASCAR Cup Series, just having a quiet rookie year, as you should. He's in the playoffs battle right now, trying to make it in. He's in the playoffs after this race, and he's going to hopefully not see any more first-time winners this season, and he's just going to have to keep putting together good races with good finishes to get himself into the round of 16. Now moving on to the NASCAR Truck Series, Ty Majeski gets the win. Congratulations to him. And that moves him up to leading the Truck Series points, Ty Majeski, and may even get that regular season championship. Congratulations to Ty. Well, moving on to the NTT IndyCar Series, which was also at the Indy Duck Course. Congratulations to Scott Dixon, who gets the win. Now, I thought it was really awesome that they ran NASCAR and Indy at the same track. It makes for a great show. We did see a lot more people in the stands for the IndyCar race, though. But for the NASCAR Cup Series race, there weren't many people in the stands, but there were lots of people in the infield and watching, and that's where you're going to get the most action at a road course. We saw Kyle Kirkwood and Colton Herta on the pit box for Chase Elliott, watching him trying to reel in Michael McDowell in the closing laps of the race. A reporter asked them if they were going to try to get out of here early and beat the traffic, and they said no, this is way too exciting. That is really great to hear that they are enjoying NASCAR, and just the 2 racing series are sharing this event, and maybe we can see more like this, not just the Indy Duck Course, and maybe some other tracks as well. Well, moving on to SRX, where Tony Stewart gets a win in his own series, in his own car, at his own racetrack. Congratulations to Tony Stewart at winning in all things this weekend. And they will be having their final race this weekend on Thursday at Lucas Oil Speedway, and that's going to be awesome. It's going to be right here. We're going to be able to go watch that. I got to go watch them last year at I-55 in Pevely, Missouri. It was a great show. So if you're not going to Lucas Oil Speedway to watch SRX this Thursday, make sure you try to get some tickets because it's going to be a great show, and they are very close to us. It's only an hour drive for us. I'm very excited to go watch this race. Well, let's move on to our races coming up, and we don't have very many of them this week. Starting off with SRX at Lucas Oil Speedway, like I just mentioned. NASCAR will be at the Glen, Watkins Glen, for the NASCAR Cup Series and Xfinity Series, and our local races. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, Twister Rally Raceway will be having their panty races. I had a great time doing this last year. If you want to know what the panty races look like, go to my Facebook page and scroll through my videos and you will find my panty race video from 2022. It's quite an exciting event, plus all the regular racing that's always at Twister Rally Raceway, the best go-kart track in the world. So come out to Twister Rally Raceway this weekend to see the panty races and some great racing action. Now also, Springfield Raceway, which will be having cash money late models and their weekly racing. Bolivar Speedway will be having weekly racing. Electric City Speedway, Midway Speedway, and Monette Raceway will all be having weekly racing this weekend. Let's move on to this week's sponsor spotlight. This week's sponsor spotlight is Hydration Health. Now, Hydration Health is a new sponsor this year. Just want to say thank you guys for coming on board this year. You guys have helped a lot. Now, Hydration Health is the best and most powerful hydration drink on the market. They have 10 times the electrolytes as a leading hydration drink and 0 sugar. It's like the best of all worlds. Well, Hydration Health and our other sponsors, Big Easy Grill, D&D Welding and Fabrication, Top Limb Tree Service, Ozark Mount Sanitation, like I mentioned, Hydration Health, Backcountry Naturals Emu Oil, Nana and Papa, ORPTV, Mr. Craig Stagner, Les Mallard Insurance, and the Wilson family. Thank you to all my sponsors. You guys help get me to the track every single week, and I literally could not race without you. But I think that about does it for us this week, folks. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Please make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And I am Austin Aziz, Wheelman for Hire, coming to you from the Stag Studio with my co-host over here, Jimmy, and Dylan the intern. And remember, folks, this show is brought to you by whatever Mom's making for dinner. So have a great rest of your week.
Drive over the fool in front of me, man, to win. That's just racing.